This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of a new story to our audience. I'm talking with Mr. Devin Pickell from Renegade Gold. Devin, it's a great time to have one of the largest and most strategic land packages in the Red Lake area. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Happy to be here. Happy to talk to you.
Well, listen, let's get right into it. You just put out a maiden resource estimate that I think took the market by surprise. I don't think it's a coincidence that the stock is up some triple digits over the last several months. Despite that, you have a tiny market cap given the quality of that resource estimate, the grade, the jurisdiction, and the last box that I love that you guys checked off beautifully. During tougher markets, I should say. This isn't a new story that you just made up here 2 months ago to take advantage of the gold price, but you really have been able to put together a land package that has that scale that has got to be envious to a lot of the neighbors. So I want to start by talking about the flagship and about that resource estimate and the quality of it.
Right. So, I mean, to back the story up even further, I guess that's where I kind of got my start with Renegade was really at the Rebel deposit. I'd spent a good amount of time at Rebel before taking the reins as CEO, and it was really I sat out there in the tents and went through the core myself and looked at the thing and thought, this is an asset that's really undervalued, and that was something I recognized pretty early on. So we spent a lot of time at Rebel itself, and then beyond the time spent there, we went through and completely dissected the thing. We went through all the drilling and we brought in, I think, 75 holes that hadn't been brought in since the last resource. We had some new LiDAR data that helped us really understand the geometry of some of the structures in the thing, and really completely dissected it and rebuilt it. The last round of drilling too, kind of when I noticed it, they doubled the depth on the thing with with most recent drilling. So we included all that, and then that's where we're sitting with the MRE with a completely new geological model, new team behind it, and I think the MRE speaks for itself. 370,000 ounces in the indicated is a pretty strong base to start from, plus the 439 in the inferred category.
Yeah, and look, I think it's important to touch on the grade, right? Those 370,000 ounces that are open pittable are at above 2 grams, right? 2.07 grams per ton gold. The remainder of it is 2.42 grams per ton gold. That's 194,000 ounces of that. And then you got 245,000 ounces of 4.91 grams per ton gold. So you have a neat open pit underground component and a
Yeah.
clear path towards getting very close. Well, you're close, but above that 1 million ounce threshold pretty quickly. How were you able to put this big of a land package, given the fact that your neighbors have market caps in the hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, and here you sit with a market cap sub $30 million right now?
Right, and that was kind of the thing. We wanted to back that land package with a solid resource. So now we've got that under the belt. We look at the larger land package and we wanted to put in a plan to advance that. And the plan that we put forward was, while we advance our advanced projects, let's build a new pipeline of drill targets, good ones we believe in. We've controlling interests on three major structures through that land package, and they all have low-hanging fruit associated with them. And if we kind of step through them in sequence, we have the main continuation of the Red Lake mine package, which comes through our Gull Rock targets. And our team's done an excellent job going through the historic geochem data on there, as well as interpreting that new mag. And you can really see the continuation of these folded ultramafic units through onto our ground, which is kind of a ringer for analogous geology to what's going on in the Red Lake camp. And then you move that to the south, and then you look at that arrow trend, and that arrow trend's one that specifically has been looked at. I know there's active drilling in the camp on that area. You look on either side of that, and we control the same ground. We have historic uh, showings there. Our copper load that's got up to 8 grams per ton in drilling copper, or 8% copper, sorry. some high silver grades up to 100 grams per ton silver in that area. And then recently with that Belanger acquisition that we did, we just took a near surface gold target into the mix there as well, with 60 grams per ton gold right at surface in trenching. So like lots of targets to work out, and that's kind of the thesis here. Bring the advanced projects up to a new baseline, and really build a pipeline of good drill targets that we can hang our hat on and go drill testing, so we have the best chance for success there at
You've
new
had some
discovery.
great hits at Rebel, right? You had 9 meters of 19.7 grams per ton gold, 7 meters of 15.4 grams per ton. I could go on with the high grade hits, but what's really interesting to me is the fact that it's open in all directions and not much drilling has happened below 300 meters. Is that correct?
Yeah, at Rebel, we did drill some holes down to 700, but there is lots of room for expansion between that 300 to 700-meter horizon, and then obviously beyond. There's nothing beyond that. So that, and then the lateral extensions need more definition as well. It's not closed off at strike.
Rebel is, of course, the flagship, right? But again, you have a portfolio of really, really prospective projects. What does
Yes.
it look like as far as advancing those and then just prioritizing, the emphasis and Rebel deserves the emphasis of the attention and the focus of it. But the other projects, what are your plans there?
Yeah, so our plans are to continue to build out this list of drill targets and then rate and rank them and choose the best ones and move them forward. I guess the only other one we haven't touched on that we're going to build out going forward is the LP fault, which is the controlling structure at Great Bear that comes through the southern hemisphere of our land package throughout. So this is a lot of underexplored ground, no drilling, hardly looked at, and for us, we just flew mag data over all this high-res mag over this entire structure. From there, we're going to plan out some geochemical surveys and follow the likes of what's happened over Aurora Nova and what Great Bear's done with their high-res mag as well, and define some better targets in there. And really what you're going to see, I think, is some good greenfields drill targets all coming together in the fall that will be set up to drill.
You just closed, I believe it was just over $4 million. How's the treasury looking?
It looks good, and the good thing about that raise was
Yeah.
it was a short list of people and a lot of people that believed in the project and were willing to put their money up on a 1 year hold. It looks good.
Yep.
I'm excited to move this thing forward.
No, I absolutely love the fact that you all put a 1 year hold on that stock. It shows commitment. It shows that you have the right type of shareholders. Again, you have a sub $30 million market cap. You're in the right jurisdiction. We have $5,200 gold. You have a lot of targets to work through. I'm looking forward to having you back and talking about the drills turning and seeing what turns up.
Yeah, it's a real exciting story, Gerardo. I'm really excited about it.
Awesome. Devin, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to doing it again. Appreciate it.
Great, thanks, Gerardo.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.